Hey, this is Calvin Azuri. One of the questions that I get asked most often is, how do you find the highest paid writing jobs on the internet? And to answer that question, I think we need to look at it in a reverse manner. And by that I mean, why do writers have a problem finding high paid writing jobs? And I think there are two main reasons why they face a challenge. And the number one mistake that 90% of writers make is the chase. And when I speak about the chase, I am talking about the psychology of the writer. And this is critical, but that is not something that we are going to cover today. Today, we are going to look at the second mistake that most writers make, and that is the strategy or the methodology of the writer. Now, this is key because most people get their strategy wrong, and what happens is, right at the start, they fail in finding the highest paid writing jobs. And we're going to look at a practical example of why people fail. Now, most writers, when they start, they go to a well-known website and try to find work such as freelancer.com or odesk.com. Now, the problem with this is the strategy. You probably have hundreds, maybe thousands of jobs on websites like the freelancer.com or odesk.com. However, you have thousands, maybe even 10,000s of writers going and fighting to get these jobs. And when I say fighting, if you've ever been in a bidding war, you know that this is something that happens day in, day out, where writers keep lowering their price of services and the client has the option to award the assignment to a writer who is willing to compromise and take a very low rate. So this is the number one thing that I avoid. I do not go to websites and bid on writing projects because that's a sure way how not to find a high paid writing job. The other thing that most writers do is they start off with a common search engine like Google or Yahoo and type in a common search string or a set of keywords that enable them to find high paid writing jobs on the internet. For example, they could go to Google and type in high paid freelance writing, and what happens is the search string pulls out a list of websites that give them access to writing jobs. And if you scroll down, you can see a list of websites giving you information about the different opportunities available. And what writers generally do is they find something that appeals to them and go with it. So for me, this looks interesting. 5 places to find high paid writing jobs. And when you open it, you go to a website that gives you important information, but let's look how specific it is. If you scroll down, you come to 5 places to find high paid writing jobs. And to me, in my opinion, this is pretty generic. Corporate America, conferences, the internet. There is nothing specific with the step 1, step 2, step 3 guiding you through the process of what you must do, where you must go, who you must meet, and what you must say in order for you to close a deal that gives you some of the highest paid writing jobs on the internet. Because the information is very generic, most people, and I would venture to say 90% of the writers, find it extremely difficult to land high paid writing jobs. I came upon a method which I perfected over the years that enabled me to earn over 6 figures writing high paid jobs on the internet, and that's something that I want to teach you. And if you go to www.writingchangemylife.com and enter your name and email, I will give you 3 simple steps that will show you how you can find the highest paid writing jobs on the internet and earn a continuity income that is guaranteed to pay you even more than your full-time writing job. This is Calvin Azuri saying thanks, and I hope this helped you.